Before the sky even began to glow, the farm already echoed with a strong voice. That voice belonged to Revo, a fearless and disciplined rooster. Every single morning, without fail, he announced the arrival of a new day. For the farmers, he was more than a bird. He was their natural alarm, a reminder that work, responsibility, and life itself had begun again. Revo never complained. He never asked for praise. He simply did what he believed was right. But instead of appreciation, he received anger. People shouted at him. They cursed his voice. Sometimes stones were thrown in his direction. They said his crowing ruined their sleep, that he was useless noise. Morning after morning, Revo absorbed the pain in silence. One gray dawn, after hearing harsh words yet again, Revo climbed onto an old wooden fence and stared at the far horizon. He thought quietly, when effort is mocked and presence is hated, continuing to prove your worth becomes self-disrespect. Walking away with dignity is not weakness. It is wisdom. With a deep breath, Revo crowed for the final time. Then he spread his wings and flew away. Not in anger, but in exhaustion, searching for a place where his existence would matter. That night, the farm felt strangely quiet. Before sunrise, disaster struck. Thieves who knew the farm's routine took advantage of the silence. There was no warning call. No one woke up. By morning, the farm was empty. Only then did the farmers understand the truth. Revo didn't just wake them, he protected them. But realization came too late. Life teaches us this lesson again and again. Forgiveness does not mean staying where you are, mistreated. Sometimes forgiveness is choosing peace over repeated pain and leaving a place that never valued you. The story of Amara. Near a wide and dangerous river lived a turtle named Amara. He was gentle, patient, and strong. Every day, he crossed the rushing water. Not for himself, but for someone else. That someone was Lilo, a frog who feared deep water. Lilo complained constantly. He never tried to learn. He believed Amara was responsible for carrying him. For years, Amara carried him across the river. Not once did Lilo say thank you. Not once did he ask if Amara was tired. One dry season, the river shrank. Stones appeared like stepping paths. Seeing this, Lilo jumped off Amara's back and crossed alone. Without a goodbye, without a word, Amara stood still, feeling heavier than ever. Not because of his shell, but because of years of silent neglect. That evening, an old crane landed beside him and said softly, "You are strong enough to carry many things, but wisdom lies in choosing what and who you carry. Not every burden deserves your strength." Amara closed his eyes. That night, he forgave himself, not the frog, but himself, for allowing disrespect to continue. When the rains returned, the river grew wild again. Lilo stood at the edge, afraid. This time, no one came. Amara had already moved on, lighter, calmer, and free. The story of Nicoin. A forgotten alley lived a cat named Nico. Life had hardened him, but hope still lived in his eyes. Every day, he sat in front of a beautiful house. By the door was an empty bowl. Still, he waited. Inside lived a woman who saw him daily. She watched through the window, but she never opened the door, never offered. Water. Never showed kindness, yet Nico returned every morning. One freezing day, a mother cat, well-fed and golden, sat beside him and said, "That door has never opened for you. Why do you keep waiting?" Nico stayed silent. The cat continued, "You were not born to beg for love. You were born to find a place where love already exists." Something changed inside Nico. He looked at the closed door one last time. Then he turned away. No anger. No hatred. Just a quiet decision. Knocking on doors that never open slowly destroys the soul. Forgiveness is not standing there forever. Forgiveness is walking away and choosing life. Final message. Like Amara, put down the burdens that do not respect you. Be like Nico. Stop waiting where you are unwanted. Silent forgiveness makes you powerful, because the me who frees himself without noise never truly loses. If these stories touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Your support gives life to more meaningful stories.